You're listening to A Film Reflection, the podcast where we discuss and debate all things TV and film, presented by your hosts, Chris and Chloe.
Hello and welcome back to A Film Reflection. I'm Chris.
And I'm Chloe.
And what are we going to be talking about today?
We are going to be talking about streaming services.
Yeah, that's a general synopsis of what we're doing, I suppose.
I was really trying to figure out what we were doing, and my brain went, wait, what are we doing today?
Yeah, we're not going to be reviewing anything today.
No,
we're just going to be having a bit of a chat, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where do you want to start?
Start with the first one.
Start with the first one.
Yeah, Netflix
I
originals
mean,
versus
these conversations
Netflix
aren't pre-planned out. What are you talking about?
And one's right there. That one. Let's talk about that
What
one.
are you talking about?
I mean, what is the difference between a Netflix original and a Netflix exclusive? That's me asking you a general question.
What is the difference between a Netflix original?
You tell me. I'm asking you. What's the difference?
Right. Well, let's try and make this sound a little bit less like we're just looking at something written on a page.
Sure.
Like, it is one of those things what kind of stresses me out about Netflix at the minute.
Sure.
Because
Why?
you see things which you know Netflix haven't made. They've got all these, like, the Netflix badges all over them.
Yeah.
Which kind of stresses me out. Because I'm like, I know this isn't actually a Netflix original show. Like, I know that you've literally just paid someone a load of money to have the rights to put it on your website.
Yeah.
Amazon do exactly the same thing, though.
Yeah, they do,
I think
yeah.
Amazon seem a bit more transparent about it. I think Amazon are the ones who use that terminology of original versus exclusive.
Yeah. I am listening, I'm just typing.
I see a lot of stuff titled Netflix original on the Netflix site when it
it's not.
quite clearly isn't. I think original just means it's only available on that website. I think that's
it does,
in the T's and C's on Netflix. It is very misleading.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree, yeah.
So basically, somebody goes out and forks the money to make a show. So, like, you know, DreamWorks or
Pixar,
Fox or Disney, whatever it might be. Probably not the latter two anymore since Disney Plus exists. But like a company makes a show and then Netflix goes, "Oh well, I'll give you $2 million if I get the rights to just show that on our website."
Sure.
That's basically how a Netflix original works.
I was going to say, because on here it says here that a Netflix original is defined by the status Netflix gives the show on here. And it says Netflix commissioned and produced the show. Netflix has exclusive international streaming rights to the show.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Netflix has co-produced the show with another network. Or it is a continuation of a previously cancelled show. Which would that mean Lucifer, which used to be an Amazon original?
Yep.
And now it's on Netflix. So is it now a Netflix original?
The season 4 that they made is, but basically it'll be the same people making the show, but instead of being funded by Amazon, it's just funded by Netflix. Like, not really day to day influencing that show at all. If that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah. So what's an exclusive then? Is that something on there for a limited time?
An exclusive doesn't exist in Netflix world.
Does it not?
That's in Amazon Prime.
Why do I feel like I've seen it on Netflix before?
I don't know. It's an Amazon Prime.
I feel like I'm pretty sure I've seen it on Netflix. I might be wrong, but I'm sure I have.
Netflix original is an exclusive to Netflix. That's what you've just read that out. That's exactly
I did, but I feel like
that's exactly what it means.
Feel like I've seen it and it like it before. I might be wrong.
She can sit and Google it all she wants.
Yeah, I am.
I'm telling you what it is.
Okay, so yeah, it might just be an Amazon thing then.
It is.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, I agree. Sure.
So basically, instead of doing what Netflix do, Amazon Prime break it up. So an Amazon original is a show that they've produced or co-produced.
Yeah.
Whereas an Amazon exclusive is one they've got rights to.
Okay.
So it's when you go on the Amazon website, it's quite clear what is made by Amazon and what isn't.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go on Netflix, you just see stuff where you know who made it because it's a famous show that they've just released on Netflix years later.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
What? Probably from like Channel 4 or something.
Like the Big Bang Theory.
A Big Bang Theory, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just gets labelled as Netflix exclusive, Netflix original, because they're the only people allowed to show it right now.
Sure, apart from you might have the DVDs, but yeah.
I feel like for a lot of the actual good Netflix originals, I feel like doing what they're doing like takes away like some of the, like, how do I word this? Like,
yeah, how do you word
I used to think, you know, like when Daredevil was coming out, you know, that kind of show.
I do know the show, but I haven't seen it. Yeah,
like the Marvel shows from way back.
Sure. Yeah.
When something was released and it said Netflix original on it, I thought, geez, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
It was like everything at that point that had Netflix original on it was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Whereas now, that's just simply not the case. Like,
No.
at all. Like, there's so much that has Netflix original on it. On the website. That's just utter garbage from years ago, which the rights obviously got just sold off cheap.
Probably, yeah.
Netflix
I mean, there's
original
even
doesn't mean anything
to be fair,
anymore.
there's even like old BBC
yeah, there is old BBC
shows on there
that are like marked as original, and you're like, well,
what? Sorry.
It heavily takes away from what that brand meant, at least to me, anyway.
Yeah, I get.
Like, it used to mean like this show is going to be amazing, and now it means
it's there.
They've bought something. They've just
bought something else.
They've bought a bit of money up to get like original plastered on a bit more fucking content on the site.
Yeah. To be fair, when you look at the list of actual like originals, there's not loads really. I say that. There seems like there's loads. Like,
yep.
Stranger Things is on there, for example, as an original.
Well, there is a few things they do which are really good. Like, obviously, Witcher they did.
I was about to say The
recently.
Witcher's here, yeah. The Queen's Gambit's on it, which I've heard is really good, but I haven't seen it yet.
No, I've not watched it yet.
I mean, there is a lot on here. I mean, they've put it in different things, so like drama, comedy, animation.
If you look how far down the page you are, you'll understand that there's quite a few.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, the problem is, barely any of them was made by Netflix.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Well, all the big ones
co-do it, don't they?
I don't understand why they felt the need to do it, because we know all the ones that was actually made by them, because they all get really, really popular.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They're all of their star shows.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
No, I think that was a big mistake that they made.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah.
They should have done what Amazon did and just had like exclusives to Netflix. But they didn't, so.
No, yeah.
Anyway, it's not like any of this is going to matter in a couple of years, is it? Because everything's going to be on Disney. Let's phrase it.
Do you think? To be fair, Disney.
There is while there's a streaming war going on right now, it's very clear who the winner is, and the war's not even started. Like, it's barely started.
Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say it hasn't started. I would just say it's very much different. I mean, for example, some of the Disney Plus shows they have.
Yeah. I
mean, to be fair, right, Disney originals, let's be honest, there are not many on the actual, app. I'm going to call it an app.
Yeah.
There's not many there. I think when we looked last time, we were going through how many of the actual movies originals we've seen, TV show originals we've seen, and then the shorts and all that, everything else there. But there weren't a lot there. Do you remember?
I think for the age of the platform, they've got more out than. I mean, they probably released more in 2 months than Netflix did in for like 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
like Netflix didn't release anything.
No, I know.
Like for years, because it was just taking other people's content and aggregating it. So, for the age of the platform, they're doing more than basically anybody else.
Yeah, yeah. So under originals so far for Disney, they've got the WandaVision.
Yep.
Pixar Popcorn, which is little shorts. Soul. Bora. A Disney Insider. Legends. Mandalorian. And then they've got like Safety, Godmothered, Noelle. They've got Clouds, Secret Society of Second Born Royals, Phineas and Ferb, like the new one. Candace Against the Universe. And they've got Lady and the Tramp.
And when did Disney get released officially?
Last year. It must have been just before we went into lockdown.
Yeah.
Because...
So consider that.
Yeah, I know that's what I mean. They do have a lot on there, but...
5 or 6 movies you read out there?
Yeah, I think there's more than that.
There's like a good list of TV shows. And the only time this platform has been live, we've been in a global pandemic.
Yeah, I know, yeah, I get that. When did it actually come out? Do you know?
I think it was very early last year.
I remember, I think it might have been November. Why do I think it's November? I don't know. I have a hunch. Yeah, November 2019. So it's been out
Wasn't
for...
that the American release date?
Possibly, yes.
I'm sure it was later for us. I'm sure it was like January.
It might have been March 24th. We were in lockdown then. We were just in lockdown.
Like, the amount of stuff that they've managed to get done
is a lot, really.
Considering,
they haven't even been out a year.
Yeah.
Look at that. They haven't, yeah.
It's not been out a year, and the entire time we've been going through COVID.
But they still have stuff that's due to release. They have Hawkeye due to release. They have the new Loki series. They have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series.
Yeah, they're obviously going hard on making shows for their platform.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Because they believe that's the future, and frankly it is.
It is, yeah, I know, yeah.
Like, there's no other platform you could go to, and essentially you could...
Get all these good Disney films.
Say that again, sorry?
Get all these good Disney films.
It's not just that, but like, obviously, like, Raya and the Last Dragon's coming out in a few weeks.
Soul came out not long ago.
And rather than putting it straight to theatre, you can watch it on theatres, or you can pay the cinema ticket and watch it at home on
like
Disney+.
Mulan, Mayad. We watched Mulan from home and I paid for it.
Yeah.
just to, you know.
Well, yeah, Mulan's exactly... They released that exactly the same. And
yeah.
I know people get annoyed by it, but frankly, if you're annoyed by it, don't pay it and watch it when it released on DVD.
Pretty much.
In quotes, DVD.
Yeah.
Like, when that initial period where they need to make the money back on the film is past.
Yeah.
Like, this is exactly what I said in an earlier podcast that they should do.
I think you did, yeah. Yeah, you did.
Like, way before they brought out Mulan in,
September last year.
What would you call it? Like a...
What do you mean? What would
it's like an add-on, isn't it, to the service?
Yeah,
like,
so you have to pay for it. Yeah, it was premium access is what they called it. They called it premium access. Yeah. If you wanted to pay for it, you could pay for it. But if you wanted to wait until it actually physically came out,
it's
you could wait until it came out.
It's like, how do you... Obviously, they can't release everything for free.
No, they can't.
Because this film wouldn't make the right amount of money for them to do that. So what they need to cost like £15 a ticket or something.
I mean, I feel like Disney need like a little section in their little bubble that says at the end of a movie, do you want to donate? And then us give like money to them, but that sounds like really ridiculous.
The problem is no one would do that.
No, I know. probably.
Why would anybody choose to donate to Disney a multi-billion-dollar?
Well, to be fair though, you got to think Disney have other things. Disney have the Disney shops, Disneyland, Disney World. So they've branched off very well.
Open or making money.
Well, no. Well, I think the Disney shop will because it's online.
Yeah.
But like the other stuff won't be.
That film has an amount of money that it needs to make to be successful.
Yeah.
And if it's not successful, well, the budget goes down and they don't do it as well next time.
Sure.
So they need to hit that.
Yeah,
and to do that, they need to make more money in the first few months of the film.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that is by charging people more money.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's traditionally done by people paying for a cinema ticket, and then the majority of that going to Disney.
Yeah. To be fair.
but if you can't do that anymore, what they need to do is be like, well, for the first 3 months, it costs 20 quid, and after that, you can watch it for free. That's exactly the solution that we pitched on this show about 12 months ago. Or 6 months ago, maybe. It was like way before Mulan came out.
Okay. Was it when we were like talking about... Oh, I don't know what it was. But yeah, I was going to say we haven't been around for a year yet, so...
It was like
one
of our first ones.
We started in Feb, so...
Yeah.
Or was end of Feb we started podcasting. Podcasting, that sounds really weird to say, by the way. Just so you're aware.
Yeah, we'll be a year old in a month.
Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so obviously Disney Plus getting releases, theatre release, as you said, movie releases. Yeah. Should we talk about how the fact that Netflix and Disney are going up in price? That's a very big sigh, may I add. To be fair, Disney at the minute is $5.99 a month, right?
Well, the problem we have is like, let me ask you this: why did Netflix get so popular?
Because it was cheap. I actually don't know why did Netflix get so popular.
Well, what was the competition to Netflix at the time?
None. There wasn't any.
Yes, there was.
Was there? Was it Amazon?
Obviously. TV didn't not exist before.
Oh, you're on about... Okay. I thought you meant like what other streaming platforms existed. You need to be more specific when you talk words, please.
Wait, well, it was Sky, right?
I guess so,
and
yeah.
Virgin.
Yeah, I guess.
And like cable TV.
Yeah.
That was who Netflix was competing against.
Sure, I guess so, yeah.
And basically you had about 1 billion different packages you could add on, and it ended up costing 70 or 80 quid a month.
Well, it did, yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah,
Netflix
you could have
came
Sky
in and was
Sports,
like,
you could have Sky this, Sky that. Yeah.
And
Sky
Netflix
movies.
came along and said, what we'll do, we'll let you watch anything, anytime. We'll aggregate all of the different kinds of genres into one service. It cost like, was it $4.99 when it first came out?
Disney or Netflix?
Netflix.
Netflix. I believe it was. I can't remember.
I think it was $4.99 when it first came out. It was like
I feel like it was more than that. I don't know why, but I'm not 100%.
It was like $5 a month, and you can just watch some of every genre. Yeah, and that was the selling point.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So technically, it was cheaper. Yeah, but it wasn't because they had no competition. It was because like they was doing something nobody else was.
Sure. Yeah. I guess so.
Now we're at the point now where Disney's pulled everything back to their own, like behind their own paywall, and everybody else is in the process of doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Where we're at the point where rather than like needing to pay for the sport channel and needing to pay,
you can get like, sport now on Amazon Original, by the way.
Yeah. Needing to pay for the Amazon film or needing to pay for like TV drama. There's like different categories that you have to pay for.
Yeah, you can get it all on one platform.
Well, we can't. We're now at the point where you can pay for Disney, then you can pay for the stuff Netflix have made, then you can pay for the stuff Amazon have made.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You can pay for Britbox.
Yeah.
Then you can pay for Now TV to get the like HBO stuff.
Sure.
And then you can pay for bloody Virgin to get all the other stuff that you usually watch on TV. And then Sky's still a thing for sport. So you need to pay like all the baseline for Sky to get your sport channels.
Or BT. Sky or BT Sport.
Or BT, or whatever the hell, whichever way you want to do it. But frankly, we're at exactly the same point as we used to be. Where
I guess
rather than costing $5.99 or whatever it used to cost for Netflix, it now costs over £100 again. It's probably more expensive now than it used to be.
Well, I think as we were saying the other day when I was talking to you about it, I think Netflix at the minute costs it's gone up to $13.99 a month.
It's going to cost $15 a month.
50? I thought it was 13.
Nope.
The 15. It's ridiculous. Sorry, but that's ridiculous. But people pay for it because it has stuff on that they watch.
Yep, they do. And I don't think Netflix is gonna die anytime soon. But I don't really think unless they've got a lot of money hidden away, I think they're not really gonna grow anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I said Disney have different brands. They have the shop, they have the land, they have the shows. They've pretty much put money into everything they do.
I already know quite a few people in real life who said they're getting rid of Netflix.
Yeah.
The price is going up, and so is Disney. So they're keeping Disney.
Yeah.
Frankly, they're just getting rid of Netflix, keeping the Disney Plus. Because why would you not? Like, Disney has so much more than Netflix could ever offer. They own like 4 different studios.
Yeah,
and
Disney,
it costs them
they own Disney,
nothing
Pixar,
in
Marvel.
royalties. Whereas Netflix have to pay for royalties for everything that is on that site.
Yeah.
Disney don't have that problem. They own everything. They can just show everything for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they have no overheads in that regard.
I mean, they even now own Fox, don't they, Disney? Disney
they own
Fox.
21st Century Fox. They own Disney themselves, obviously.
They own Pixar.
They own Pixar. They own Marvel. I'm sure there's
Star
more.
Wars.
The Star Wars franchise and all that they own. Like, there's so much that they
own that you don't realise.
That catalogue Disney has is so exclusive.
Yeah, it is.
Exclusive? That's probably not the right word. It's so, like, dense and big.
Varied. Varied's a better word.
And varied, yeah. That it's essentially taken over what Netflix used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I always saw Netflix as like, well, I'll pay for it because like there'll be something on I want to watch.
Sure. I mean, to be fair, I think like at the minute with Netflix, there's a few shows on there that we're currently watching.
There is, yeah.
But same with like Disney, there's a few shows we're currently watching. And same with Amazon, there's a few shows we're currently watching.
And I'm going to say it this way, the only shows that I watch on Netflix, or the only ones I've been excited to watch have been ones that they've made.
So, Star Trek.
So, Star Trek Discovery, Witcher, yeah. Like, the ones that are their shows they're producing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about anything else they're doing. I could almost not have Netflix and just get it to watch a show and then get rid of it.
Yeah, in theory you could, yeah.
Like, I never go to Netflix anymore and be like, oh, I'll just whack something on.
No, you don't. No, you never do. You go onto YouTube and whack something on YouTube instead of doing it.
I'll either go to Disney Plus and whack a film on. Yeah. Or I'll go to YouTube.
To be fair, I think of the last few weeks, I've been like, every single night, let's watch a Disney film. And we watched Monsters Inc. We watched Brave, and then like we watched all the
X-Men.
That's the one. We watched all the X-Men. I was gonna say Star Wars. I don't know why. Because like Guy's face is from Star Trek. That Picard's guy.
He is.
Yeah. So we watched all the X-Men series, and then I said to you, "All right, now we need to watch all Marvel films." And we're currently watching Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which we're near the end. So we're currently like watching everything on Disney. The ones we're currently watching on Netflix is Sabrina Teenage Witch.
Yep, I'm pretty sure you can watch that anywhere though.
No, you can't.
Is that like a Netflix exclusive?
It's pretty much a Netflix exclusive thing, yeah. I mean, it's on like CBS, I think, in America.
Is it a CBS show? Now TV probably has that.
Oh, I don't think it's CBS. I think it's same as Riverdale because they're both produced by the same person or written, directed by the same person. Well, we brought the Netflix DVDs for me at one point because I was like, oh yeah, we brought season 1 and season 2. You brought me them, or you didn't? Someone brought me them for Christmas. I want 3, 4, and 5 now, but can't.
You sure?
But we're currently watching Oh, we are also watching Lucifer, to be fair, but we had to stop because they stopped on 8 episodes.
Yeah.
That really, you know what? Every single series we've watched so far.
That holds true to my point. That's a show that Netflix are paying to get made.
Yeah.
I cannot go somewhere else for that.
No.
Any of the other stuff that is in their collection,
I
don't care about.
Yeah, well, I was saying to my nan, because my nan was saying, that film that she really loves, the Christmas Prince one?
Yeah.
That's a Netflix original, and you can't get it anywhere else apart from Netflix.
It's weird, because I feel like Netflix is becoming more of a TV production company than a TV distribution company.
Yeah, I guess so.
They used to be an aggregator of other people's content. And to a large degree, that's still a big part of the business model. But I feel like I wouldn't care if Netflix shut down their site tomorrow and said, all right, Disney, pay us £1 million per show, and or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you can put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Netflix website is meaningless to what value that Netflix have now.
The only thing I hate is with Disney has so many bugs on there.
On their website.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
it crashed on us the other day, and I was like, "What? I was just wanting to watch this film. What is it doing?"
It seems to be getting better.
It does, yeah.
But when Disney Plus first came out,
it was awful.
Awful.
I remember your thing. You were like, "Chloe, why did you pay for this?" I went, "Well, I wanted to watch Disney things. I wanted to watch all the old shows. So
there was all sorts of weird issues. When a show ended, it left the browser in full screen mode initially.
Yeah.
And, I was mind blown how you could make these mistakes.
I mean, Disney Plus even have a musical section. They have the Hamilton.
Yep, they do.
And then they're also talking about releasing the Aladdin, the Lion King, and all that, the actual theatre shows they did.
Yeah.
And
well, again, that's something that they're not really going to have to pay any royalties for.
No, because
that's
their
again
content.
something they're paid to produce.
Yeah.
That's why every other website that is doing streaming is basically buggered.
Yeah.
Frankly.
I mean, I don't know if Amazon is, because Amazon have their store, have Twitch.
You see, now Amazon's a different beast entirely, because the main bulk of, obviously there's Prime Video, which offers a free service for people who pay for a Prime membership to watch TV.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily say that's the main revenue source of that service.
No?
You can go on there and you can buy The Flash Season 4.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
For $24.99 or whatever it costs, and then watch
20
it.
quid, I think it cost when we bought it at that time.
A replacement for buying a DVD.
Yeah, pretty much.
For a lot of the Amazon website.
It's not even that. They also just they can also just ship things out to you, like the Prime Now type thing. So they also have Prime Now. So Amazon technically have other stuff that they do.
Yeah. The value of a Prime membership is not. I wouldn't even say if Prime Video didn't exist, I wouldn't stop paying for Prime.
No.
You know what I mean? It's an extra thing that they're giving us that I'm happy to use, and we're watching The Expanse on that website right now.
Amazon, yeah.
But if I had to pay for that per show, I probably would. You know what I mean? It's just nice that it's free.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Not really anything to do with Amazon's main value proposition for that website.
Yeah.
And again, Twitch. You get a free Twitch. You get a free Twitch Prime for being a Prime member.
All I can think of is sub with Twitch Prime. When it comes to the head, I'm like, God, bloody hell, in my head.
I think Twitch is it's a very interesting streaming site in the sense that it's so new.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's an old website.
Yeah.
But, they're just culturally, the idea of just
Amazon only buy it recently though. I feel like they've only just recently.
You can search it up if you want, but I can't remember the exact date they bought it. I think the idea of streaming, Go on, I'll let you answer this question before I carry on with my thought. So yeah.
Okay, so it was August 25th, 2014. They brought it.
So it was a while
Or they
ago.
acquired it.
It was quite a while ago.
Yeah. Do you want to know how much they acquired it for?
Go on.
Okay, in US dollars, it's 970 million.
Honestly, I think that's going to turn out to be cheap. Because I think, frankly, I think like the idea behind Twitch, like obviously Twitch is a very badly designed website, fundamentally. Like,
sure.
It's a bit like when I think of like a good analogy for Twitch. Like if you go to YouTube, like the whole website's built around keeping you there.
It is, yeah.
Whereas Twitch isn't built like that. Like either you're going there to find somebody that you already know is there, and if you don't know them, you will never find them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like it is built around keeping you on the person's page that you're there to care about.
Yeah, I mean,
essentially.
The only thing I hate with Twitch Prime is ads.
Well, they've got to pay for the service.
Yeah, I know.
You either pay for the creator that you want, or you watch ads.
Yeah, I guess so. Ads just really stress me out, I guess you could say.
Probably going to be a bit niche, but I know, Linus Tech?
I do, yeah.
Like, he has his float plane service. And that, like, when he's described what he wanted that to be, like, it made me think, like, this is exactly what Twitch is today. He said he wanted, like, someone to go there because they support a specific creator.
Yeah.
And there not to be any, like, ads to another feed. And that's exactly what Twitch is.
Yeah,
today.
It is. Yeah, I guess it is, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like a YouTuber can go create an audience on YouTube.
To be fair.
And then they have a Twitch stream, and anyone who's that interested to go and watch them live and have a chat with them clicks through to the Twitch stream, and there's no pressure to stay on that website or to go anywhere else. It's literally a very different style.
Yeah.
Like, as I say, a lot of people say Twitch is garbage for discoverability, which it is, but it's not really... That's not really the point.
Yeah, it's not.
Of it.
No, yeah. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Like, you're supposed to have an audience that wants to see you live, and then they all come and talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, if you have the audience interested in what you've got to say, they will click through and look at your stream.
Yeah, they will, yeah. Yeah.
As I say, I think there's a great deal of growth going to come Switch's way. Because, frankly, it's just a very different experience to what a lot of people probably are used to with television.
Yeah. You still get ads, unless you pay, like, sub.
It's not that, like, there's YouTubers I watched that I've even watched for years that I found out of a Twitch stream, and I've just dropped by, said hello, asked them questions, and in real time they talk back. While it's still an engaging thing that you're watching, you can actually talk to these people.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
And there's a lot of, like, more and more famous people starting to do Twitch.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
What's it called? The senator in America, XQC? She's now using Twitch to, like, hold, like, conversations and, like, debates about her position in government. Like, her positions about things in government. It's like the things people are using Twitch for are, like, constantly changing.
Yeah,
and
it is, yeah.
That you can just have conversations with people that openly. Go on. You're itching to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you remember the one thing that we watched, and it was like the launch in space thing?
What, the NASA launch?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like, that was on Twitch.
Yeah. It was?
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
No, that was it. That was just my point.
Okay. Yeah.
You were saying about
also,
it,
like,
and obviously
the NASA launch, and they've done that for years, though.
Yeah, but I don't think people probably have always watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, probably more recently because people are stuck at home and can't do poo, but
Everyone's stuck at home. Might as well
To be
watch this
fair,
rocket launch
I'm not gonna
into
lie to you.
space.
I think a lot of these streaming services have coped in lockdown because people are bored, and they're like, all right, I'll get Netflix, I'll get Amazon, I'll get Disney Plus, I've already got Sky, so I'm on the dot.
Yeah.
So, like my dad was saying to me, my dad was like, he's got Sky. He doesn't always watch Sky. He watches more Netflix and Amazon than anything.
Yep.
And I was like, well, my sister has access to my Disney Plus. If you want it, have that. But like, even stuff like that, like, people are interested in stuff they're interested in. If there's a series on there, people will binge watch the series and they'll wait another year for that new series to come out if they have to.
I'll say, I think my point about Twitch was basically like, there's only so many people with screens to use their 2 eyeballs to look at the content.
Sure.
Okay. Disney isn't going anywhere.
No, it's not.
That has taken over what Netflix was. That is the one that everyone's going to pay for.
Yes, but you got to think they're going to get all the new shows. They're getting Family Guy. They're getting American Dad. They're getting all the Fox TV shows, all the Fox movies.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
They're getting everything on there that you say is old tap. I do not. I think it's going to be new stuff that's on there for people to watch, that people will buy Disney Plus to watch them things.
People want what Netflix was.
Yeah.
Which is, I pay one thing, I get almost everything that I ever want to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
I said to you
that Disney is that now.
Yeah, but I said
they're adding so much like
old films.
Old tat, as I'm going to call it.
Like
they're adding the old tat.
Childhood stuff.
It gives them such a huge back catalogue that they don't have to pay for, which obviously Disney own. So why would it ever get removed?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing I like.
It's consistent, and they know exactly what's there, and there's always going to be new stuff to keep watching. Like, it is worth what Disney are asking for, even though the price is going up.
I mean, it's only going up like £3, so it's not like low. It's like
£2.
It's going up to $8.99. It was $5.99.
Yeah.
£3.
Are you sure that's right?
I
read online it was going up £2.
It's $5.99 at the minute. It's going up to $8.99. Do your math, please.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was $7.99.
No, it's going up to $8.99. Or maybe it's $7, but I'm sure it's $8.99. Bless you. You can still hear that because my mic is on.
Yeah, I know. It'll be quiet though because my mic was off.
But like all these, for example, all the stuff that's on Disney that I watch, like I watched Sweet Life on Zack and Cody, I watched Hannah Montana, I was the way we played as a kid. They're all on there, and I can go and watch them back.
Yeah,
now.
That's the kind of stuff what Netflix used to be good for. It was just like, oh, there's this old show that I've not watched in years. I'll watch that on.
Yeah.
But like, that's now all on Disney.
It is, yeah.
All of the stuff you watched when you was a kid is now on Disney. And you're going to go there.
I'm sure they're bringing How I Met Your Mother to Disney Plus because
I'm pretty sure
it's a Fox TV show. It's a Fox show. And like all these Fox shows that Disney Plus are getting, people will probably pay to watch because it's a.
And again,
Fox
you can't overstate how the consistency that Netflix. I keep saying Netflix, for Christ's sake. The consistency that Disney has. Mm. Like obviously Netflix paid for stuff for 12 months and then it lost it.
Well,
they own the entire back catalogue.
Vampire Diaries?
Yeah.
They lost Vampire Diaries, they lost Gossip Girl.
Yeah, they did.
There's so many shows that Netflix have lost, and someone was like, started watching Gossip Girl and they took it off. Started watching Vampire Diaries, they took it off, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, now what?
Whereas Disney, like, if you've got a favourite show on Disney, it's never going anywhere.
No.
Like, it costs them more to take it off because somebody's going to have to go in there and remove it from the website.
Yeah, they will. Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
It costs them nothing to leave it there other than the storage space, which is trivial to a company like Disney.
Yeah.
Like, if they can give it you, they're going to.
Yeah, pretty much.
So all your favourite childhood shows are just going to stay. And Chloe's doing a bit of a cheer.
Yeah.
As I say that.
Yeah. My favourite shows as
That's
kids.
why I mean.
Woo.
That's why I think.
Favourite films. Woo.
Whereas today, I think most people will be like, "Oh yeah, I've got Netflix."
To be fair, I liked it because High School Musical.
Whereas
like,
I
the
think
originals were on there, and now they put a series out, and I watched a series, and I was like, "That's nothing like the movie."
give it a year.
Annoyed, but yeah.
I think it's gonna be. Oh yeah, I've got Disney Plus. Do you have Netflix? I used to.
It probably will be something like
I
that.
think-
Yeah,
Or yeah, I get it every now and then because the new show comes out.
yeah, all that. Yeah,
That's what Netflix is going to become.
probably.
And as eyeballs start coming over to new media,
Mm.
I say new media meaning like Twitch and YouTube,
Mm.
which are still proportional to the amount of people who are watching, like, you know, regular streaming, is still not that much.
YouTube now, though, they have their own like series, films. What do you call them? Like they're like YouTube Red stuff. I can't think what you call them, but they have like their own series stuff, don't they?
YouTube Premium, is it called? Something like that.
Why do I want to say YouTube Red? It
used to be called YouTube
Red. Okay. Oh yeah, Premium then. I was used to call YouTube Premium. But yeah, so they have that, but then you also pay to remove the ads, don't you?
I don't really know if that's still a thing or not. I've not seen anything new on YouTube Premium in a very long time.
Let's have a look.
I've not had any notifications for anything like that. They used to send me like really frequent messages to be like, "This new show's out." Because like, in theory, it's got like a lot of potential.
So they do have stuff out. It says here like YouTube.
Yeah, I know there's
Premium.
stuff out, but like, I mean, I've seen a lot of those before.
I don't think there's anything new out.
I've seen Minefield, like the Vsauce guy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because what you get with YouTube, people rise to the top who are the most talented, essentially.
Yeah.
So if you take some of the most talented people in the industry and put them together to make a show, it's gonna be
there's 33.
Great.
33 according to this on YouTube. I've been watching that with you. The cat one.
The Cats one.
Cat one.
Yeah.
K-Die. Whatever it is. But then they do have a lot of other stuff on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch YouTube.
We don't watch the like premium shows.
No.
We watch a lot of YouTube, like just without the premium.
Just tap. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just tap. There's a lot of like very talented people who make stuff that is funnier and more interesting and more like educational than any other service that you can go to.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. I mean, I'm wondering what the future's going to hold for, what do you call it, like broadcasting TV stuff, like BBC,
I find it very
ITV.
I find it very interesting how Disney's, you know, like a lot of their originals, there's a lot of short form kind of content on there now.
Like the animations, you mean short animations? Yeah, like Spark
Not even
Shorts.
just that. There's a lot of on the originals. There's a lot of series full of like 20-minute shows.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
They're essentially YouTube video length.
Huh?
Essentially the length of a YouTube video.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I'm wondering what the future of other websites making dedicated content, which is essentially a YouTube format video,
I
are
guess
gonna
so.
be, because the idea of a 10 to 20-minute video is clearly a very, very attractive thing to a lot of people, rather than sitting watching a show with 100 episodes and an hour length.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, to be fair, I think I was showing you one the other day on Disney.
Yeah.
And it was like a really short animation thing.
Yeah. I'm wondering if there is any thinking behind that, though. Like, we need to make short form content to compete with YouTube, because if you're going out in an hour or two, you don't have time for a film.
No, you don't.
And you've got time for an episode of a TV show. But, you know, I only really want to watch TV shows when I've got about 5 hours.
Yeah,
when I can sit and watch a load of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't want to watch a 40-minute episode of a show and then go out.
No,
so
I don't
what do you
either.
do? You put YouTube on.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what is on these other platforms now. If I've only got an hour and a half to spare,
Yep, you put YouTube on. Yeah, I agree
they've lost me. I'm not watching anything on the platform. So it's very interesting to see that this early on, Disney's essentially trying to make content for that hour and a half
that you have.
That I'd have, where I wouldn't have time to get into a film.
To be fair, some of the Disney Plus films, right, are like an hour and a half long. So part of me thinks, are they trying to make their films semi-shorter so people can watch them? But I don't think it's that. I just think they're thinking, in the long run, they want everyone to be happy.
No, I don't know.
But yeah.
And especially, like, I know a lot of people have kids and they're like, well, I don't really have time to get into a show because, like, I mean, someone upstairs is going to call me upstairs having knocked to drink all over the bed or something halfway through.
Yeah.
Like, so they just either watch, like, educational stuff.
Yeah.
Like a documentary. Or they put YouTube on.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I think for the longest time, sport has been what people have used for that. Because they can watch, as I say, as much as I hate, like, football and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it does kind of make sense why, like, someone who's got, like, 2 or 3 kids would get really into football. Because they're like, well, it's got a score in the top left. If I go upstairs and come back down half an hour later, I can quite clearly instantly see what's happened while I'm away.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. I can just carry on watching it. Like, it makes a lot of sense, but I don't think it's ever going to be something for me. Because it's not just that, it just costs too much to be able to access. Like, I've got this thing that I can do, which is interesting and has 10-minute videos that's free,
fair,
or I can pay
Amazon
like
Prime.
60 quid for football.
Amazon Prime now have football on it.
They do, actually.
So in theory, you wouldn't be paying anything. Amazon Prime would be like, here, have football for free.
Yeah.
Or not free, you're already paying for it.
So let's fast forward 20 years in the future. What do you think are going to be the streaming platforms we still have that are here today?
So I think Disney.
Disney's an easy win. Because it, like, frankly, if Netflix starts failing and losing money, who's going to buy Netflix and buy it all on their platform?
Disney or Amazon.
Disney or Amazon will be like, yeah, all right, I'll buy that and just add all of that old stuff to my
content,
to my website.
So
otherwise, in one way or another, like, Disney and Amazon Prime will still be here.
I think they will be, yeah. I have a feeling Netflix will still be here in like 5 to 10 years.
I said 20.
I know, but I think... Yeah, but I don't know. I mean...
In 20 years, do you reckon Netflix will still be a website?
I guess it depends on...
I mean, I really don't.
What they do. If they're making really good originals, maybe.
No, because I don't think that's good enough.
You know?
They can't make originals as quick as Disney.
No,
they don't have anywhere near the manpower to do that.
No, they don't, no.
So, if they made originals as good as Disney, at half the speed, why would you pay?
You wouldn't know.
For
That's the problem. You wouldn't pay for it.
You wouldn't pay for it. You'd be like, well, can you put these on Disney Plus, please? Then I'll watch them.
Yeah.
Can you please just become a TV show, like, producer and stop asking me to pay for this crap website?
Yeah.
I guess. If everyone stopped paying for it, they'd have no choice but to put them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which they'd transform into exactly what we was talking about earlier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to assume in 20 years, Twitch will be like way more popular than it is now.
Yeah.
And I want to say, I'd hope YouTube is more popular than it is now. It's been around for how long? 20 years? 10 years already? A long time, I remember.
As I said, the problem with Twitch is that its growth and its adoption by
I guess Twitch
society.
is technically made by Amazon, so if Amazon's still here, Twitch will still be here.
Like, again, like, Twitch isn't very... It's not exploded the way YouTube has.
No.
Purely because of how people have to find...
People
on Twitch.
Yeah, I agree,
Like,
yeah.
you have to... You save, like... I don't know, name a famous person.
Zac Efron.
Say Zac Efron had a Twitch channel.
Yeah.
And he never told anybody. And he streamed
Offended.
every evening.
Yeah.
No one would ever fucking know.
No, they wouldn't.
No. He would be right at the bottom of the list with one viewer, and no one would ever find him.
Probably, yeah.
Unless it was like a chance viewer found him, posted it to Reddit or something, and shared it.
Yeah.
Like, he would literally sit there with no one watching him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Whereas, if he then went to Instagram and was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna start a Twitch channel. Everyone come and watch me."
Okay.
And every media outlet shared it. Twitch would get a spike in viewers they'd never seen before, right? They'd get like 1 million viewers per
They definitely would,
stream.
yeah, they would, yeah. Yeah, I agree, yeah.
That's, as much as that's how a viewer gains viewage, that's also how the website gets traffic.
Yeah, it is,
which is a very bad way of growing quickly.
Yeah.
It's a very good way of stably growing. So if you get a good streamer that's got 1,000 viewers a day, that's probably not going to like spike up ridiculously or drop down. They're just going to get around that every day. Like, we watch Kit Boga quite a lot.
Yeah, we do.
And he gets like 10k views a day.
Yeah.
And that's just a stable level that his channel gets.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And that's not just for him, but that's a stable 10k or like 100,000 probably, like actual in specific instances that make up that. It would be like a stable 100k people per day that they know they're going to see.
Yeah.
That they can essentially budget for.
Yeah.
And thinking about it, it's probably more of a technical issue than a growth one. Because they probably, to run a service like that live, they probably need to know how many people are going to be watching so they can make sure they're equipped up to provide it.
I mean, I assume they need to be equipped to a point.
Yeah, I assume they need to make sure that they can actually provide like a live stream to that many people.
Yeah. Well, there's been a few times where Twitch has been a bit naff and gone like down and stuff.
Yeah. So if their numbers doubled overnight, I assume they would not be able to handle that.
Yeah.
So they need to have a stable amount of people that they know will come every day.
Yeah.
So they can slowly upgrade their equipment.
Yeah.
To compensate.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it probably makes sense if you was behind the scenes in Twitch. It's very annoying as a streamer who's like trying to grow themselves on Twitch. Because like you can't. That's not how it works. You grow elsewhere with other stuff you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But again, as soon as a famous person like The Rock or something started streaming, brought people in.
The Rock started TikTok.
Yeah, right. A lot of famous people jump on these things all the time, TikTok. And as soon as one does it, everyone else will be like, "Shit, they're getting like how much money?" And they're getting how many people like watching them just sitting there having a chat?
Yeah.
Like everyone will jump on it, and as soon as they're on the website, they're not gonna easily just stop using it.
No, they're not. No, I agree. So
and there'll be eyeballs. It'll be like, right, shall I watch a film? I've got like an hour spare, or shall I just
whack a stream
shall I just jump into this person that I've been a fan of since I was 8, and I can actually have a conversation with them in real time?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'll just sit and hang out with them for an hour. I'm like, well, obviously,
I'll go do that. I'm good, thanks.
Obviously, I'll just go and like see what this person's got to say, and a lot of it's like it feels more like you're having like a conversation than I think a lot of people understand.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it definitely is.
Who say like, why would you sit and talk to someone like that?
Why not?
Like, why would you sit and just watch somebody who's sat on the computer?
Depends.
But like, I think the modern situation we're in with like Zoom and stuff, I think a lot more people will be more understanding of the fact that like we used to be in classrooms for university, and now it's just literally just your lecturer on the screen with nobody else with any camera on. Or for me anyway.
I get
and
that
it feels
a lot
like
unis, yeah.
you get a bit of like the feeling you do on Twitch where you feel like the lecturer's talking just to you and there's nobody else there.
Yeah.
And it's very...
Until your lecturer goes, can you please all turn on your cameras?
Well, ours has never done that because obviously I do engineering.
Well, I do performance, so I kind of have to.
So it's a bit different.
Woo! Yeah.
But it's a very different experience to I think what a lot of people have been used to this point.
Yeah.
And having someone like read through messages you send, respond, and it's just you and the person that you've been a fan of for years. It's like an experience that you can't really put into words until you've had it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
There's a lot of YouTubers that I watched as a kid who now have Twitch channels that I can just go and have a chat with whenever they're live. And you can be like, what do you feel about such and such? Or what do you feel about this like new development in tech? And they're like, oh, I've not heard of that. I'll go look it up.
Yeah.
Next time they're live, you pop up again and go like, oh, did you have a look at such and such? Like, it's almost like a weird kind of friendship you get with people
on the internet
that you've been a fan of for years.
Sure.
Like a really strange phenomena that, like, obviously Amazon now, who own it, have managed to capture so well and built so many good tools around keeping an audience like that.
Yeah.
Of hundreds of thousands of people all have like a pretty unique kind of like relationship with one person. It's like, it's hard to explain if you've not experienced it.
So, my question for you, or my final question,
Go on.
is do you think that normal TV will be able to survive?
I don't think it's survived anyway. Like, look at BBC in the UK.
Yep. I know, yeah.
Like, I always remember when I first moved into a flat when I was 17. I think I was 17. When I moved out of mum and dad's. And I said I didn't want a TV license. And I got about 300 threats from the BBC TV licensing through the mail, saying like, we're going to fine you like 10,000 because you don't have a TV license. You need to pay this now. You need to pay it. You need to pay it. Like, I got it again and again and again. Rang them up and said, I don't watch the TV. Please take me off your list. And that didn't matter back then. Like, they just continued to send me them.
Yeah.
And trying to threaten me into paying for something I didn't want.
Yeah.
It like absolutely sickens me. It was essentially a tax. But they expected you to just pay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you watch TV. Like, the TV waves go through your house, so you should pay for it. It's like, no. Like, go and get some tinfoil and put it around my flat if you want. I'm not accessing the TV.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Just how predatory they used to be. Like, over here today, they're not as bad. But, I mean, just look at, like, how much confusion they tried to put on the fact that old people don't have to pay for a license.
Yeah, that was, they said they didn't, and then they had to,
and then they had to.
And then they had it.
Then,
It's very confusing.
Well, it's deliberately confusing so that people just don't know what to do and pay for it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's the whole way that the TV licensing agency has always worked.
Yeah.
They just either scare or confuse you into paying for it.
Pretty much so, yeah.
Which, I think that industry just needs to die as soon as possible, in my opinion. If that's the way they want to do business,
I think
they have no business anywhere near my wallet.
Well, I think you and I said, I think if they need to scrap the TV license, put it online, and give people the option to pay for it. Make it a $5 a month, make it whatever you want a month, If people wanted to buy it, if people wanted to watch something on BBC, they will pay that money to watch it.
The problem I have with that is the conversation we've just had. All right.
Okay.
Right now, obviously, that's the solution.
Yeah.
Because everyone's streaming wars and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's got each man and the dog's got a bloody streaming service.
Hmm.
In 10 years, would you pay for it? If BBC made the best films in the world, would you make the swap from Disney Plus to BBC?
No.
No.
I like my Disney, thank you very much. I'm a
Like,
Disney
the long-term advice for
Disney at
BBC
heart.
is that they need to go away from being someone who ships content to me, and they need to become someone who ships content to Disney.
Yeah.
Or to Amazon, or to one of the
whatever.
streaming services, what people actually care about.
Yeah.
Like, they made Britbox, and it was, as far as I can tell, a huge flop.
Yeah.
Because no one wants another one. They
Yeah.
want to be able to get your stuff where they already pay.
Yeah.
Like, you need to sell your content to people who already have eyeballs
have
looking
it,
at their
yeah.
site.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's Netflix, like we've already said we think they're going to die, but if they had enough people giving them extra content to watch, maybe they wouldn't. Like, maybe you could keep them going.
Yeah.
Maybe Netflix could buy all of the stuff on a yearly license, show it on their website, and you'd get views, they'd get views.
A win-win situation.
It's a win, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you won't make as much money as a TV license, but you should never have had that money in the first place.
Mm.
Like, it was a tax that no one had the option of paying for.
Yeah.
Like, everyone had
to
to
be
pay
fair,
for
we still
100.
get the letter every year
Everyone-
about TV license.
Yeah, we do, and it's ridiculous. Everyone had to pay, like, what was it, 120 quid for a license? And then they had to pay on top of that £60 a month.
I'm back. I sneezed.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I was mid-conversation, so that's going to be hard to edit out.
Sorry.
So I'll probably have to leave that.
Sorry.
Okay. I can't remember what I was talking about after you
You
just
were talking
sneezed
about-
so loudly
You
right in my
said-
ear.
You said, should BBC pay like Amazon?
Yeah.
To do all that jazz?
Obviously, we had to pay like £120 a year for the license.
Yeah.
Then we paid like £70 a month for like cable.
Yeah.
Then like
Yeah.
the amount of money that we was already paying that we shouldn't have been ever paying was
It's a lot.
extortionate.
Mm. Yeah.
So that's the business model I think they need to go down. They need
Yeah.
to stop. They need to shift who their audience is from us to big companies who have streaming services.
Yeah, I agree.
And
yeah.
Frankly, I think Netflix need to do that as well. I think they need to sort maybe over time say, well, it's a dual release. It's available on Netflix and it's available over here as well.
Yeah.
And do partnerships with people and become a company that makes content and then gets it shipped everywhere they can get views.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's because they get the most money that way. Like, imagine a free, like in the world we're in, which is like the YouTube world.
Yeah.
Can you imagine ever like YouTube or social media? So let's just upload our video just to Facebook.
That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but Facebook's Facebook's our one, and that's where we want most people to
No,
go.
but
So
that's
let's-
ridiculous. You have to
like,
upload
no,
it everywhere.
You need to post it everywhere where people are looking at it to get the most
pretty much.
exposure. You go to
Yeah.
the YouTube, to Facebook, to Instagram, to like God knows where. Like everywhere that you can possibly put stuff, you put it there.
Yes.
So people can look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll go check out what these guys are doing."
Yeah.
But like in the paid industry, that isn't how
It is.
it is.
Not.
Like they go like, "No, we'll just put it here just for people who are paying just this subscription, and if you anybody else, we don't really care about."
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
I think both BBC and Netflix are going to become I'm trying to think what the word is. Like, what
thing
was
of the
Fox?
past.
Like 21st Century Fox.
Yeah.
What
Thing
were-
of the past.
No, like what was they?
I don't know.
Like a
The
content production company? I don't know what the word is.
I don't know. Ask me, I ain't got a clue.
There's like a word for it, and I can't think what it's called
Don't know.
right now.
I don't know.
20th Century Fox. A studio, right?
Okay.
Essentially,
Yeah.
a film studio. I think that's what Netflix are going to become. I think that's what BBC will become. I think BBC already are a film and TV studio.
They are, yeah. Or the British Broadcasting
Yeah.
Century Service.
Yeah.
BBC. Yeah.
But I think that's what they're both going to essentially become. A bit like Fox, 20th Century Fox was, where they made films, then they had multiple distribution methods. I think the streaming service, Amazon, Disney, for now Netflix, like these very, very limited services are going to be the distribution method, and the film should be going to all of them.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I think that's the answer.
Sure.
I don't really see much of a future for Netflix the way they're going.
Yeah.
I don't really see much of a future for BBC.
Hmm.
Not at the size they are today. Because, like, today they're, like, the biggest and best, like, content producers in the UK. And I think they're just going to become, like, UK TV. Like, a really small, like, in comparison outfit.
Okay.
Don't know about you.
I don't know. Yeah.
Final thoughts? This was a bit of a weird kind of podcast.
It was, yeah.
We're kind of just having a bit of a chat about the industry generally.
Yeah.
Mainly because there's not actually that much interesting out to talk about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Final thoughts?
I like Disney.
Her final thought is she liked Disney, and mine is basically there's so many platforms now that I think I worked it out as like if you paid for like the top 10 and there's like 50, or if you paid for the top 10 you'd be paying like
over
£1,500 a year.
Yeah.
Which nobody is going to do.
They're not.
So it's clearly not sustainable at all.
No.
So like all these people who are bringing out these services, I would have thought they need to be a bit more realistic in what they're going to be getting out of them. Like, there's a good chance all of them are going to go. All of the ones other than the big names.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see a rosy future for them all.
No, I agree. Yeah, I don't see a rosy future, but
And like, I mean, okay, I guess this is my final question for you then. Like, do you think Netflix is worth paying for?
no. Not really.
There's not even any hesitation in that response. I expected you to think about that a little bit. It's like, no.
No. Well,
God, no.
okay, the things we watch on there, like, once they're off, we could be like, nah, we're done. Fine.
Yeah.
But
If we didn't share it with my mum and dad, which I know you're not supposed to do, but we do. I'm not paying £15 for myself. I don't watch anything. But if we didn't share it,
yeah.
would you have quit? Yeah.
Yeah. I would have waited till the whole series was out and then binge watch the series and like, all right, I'll watch that series. And
bought it for a month and then got rid of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yep. Probably same. I could take or leave Netflix at this point. I 100% would keep Disney Plus because that is, like I've said, the new Netflix for me. Like that just always will have something on where I'm like, I'll watch
Amazon, you might as well have it because you might as well have it.
And I'll say, like, Amazon
Video.
Amazon's garbage compared to even Netflix, really.
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
There's a lot of stuff on there, but there's also a lot of stuff on Netflix.
Yeah.
But like Amazon
Agreed.
gets beyond Netflix and the fact that I don't buy it for that. Like, it's just an extra free thing that, like, I still want next day delivery on Amazon.
Yeah, that's why I pay for it.
Even if there's nothing else, like, I'd pay that just 60 quid for all my postage for a year. It's like a huge bargain. Like, it's a bet Amazon make. It's a bet they make. Basically, they say, if you order over X amount, they make a freaking huge loss on your subscription.
Think about this. Think about how much we actually have on, like, delivery for Amazon every month. Oh.
Yes. Have you ever tried ordering something from abroad?
From what?
Abroad.
Abroad.
Yeah, not the UK. Have you ever gone to a YouTuber's merch site and tried to just see how much it costs?
I don't think so.
Because I know, like, especially people in, like, Canada and stuff, like, if you try and buy, like, merch to shipping from there, you can pay up to, like, £20 or £30 per item.
Yeah.
Just to get it shipped.
I think I might have had one before, but I think it might have been in the UK, not US, so.
Yeah, but, right. But if you find people who do these things from abroad and they just have on their website, like, our mail isn't subsidized, like, they can't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you think that every item from China or, like, wherever it's from on Amazon, you're paying nothing. Like, it's free. Wow. Like, that could be like £30 or £40 to import this massive box or, like, PC case or, like a massive box of cat food or whatever it is. But, like, it could be like a 5 or 10 or 30, 40, like, depending where or what the item is. And everything's free. Like, Amazon are making the bet with you that over a year you won't have spent 60 quid in postage.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I use it for almost everything, so I guarantee they make a loss on that transaction.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they gave me nothing for free, other than that, I would pay it.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you?
Well, think that we have.
It's so cheap for what they're actually giving you.
Every month we have this every month. We have that every month. Okay, we're going off topic. We should.
No, I'm just saying that's where, like, people who compare Netflix versus Amazon Prime, like, miss the point. It's like, no, Amazon Prime is insane for what it offers.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like, for someone who orders a lot online, like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
like,
it is,
they're giving it you for, like, 60 quid postage a year. For anyone who's, like, posted a lot, they'll know that that's not a lot for if you're ordering bigger parcels.
I think Amazon was £80 a year.
It's I think it might be 80 a year. I think it's 79 or something, or 40 if you're a student. Did I say 60? I meant 80.
Yeah. Good.
So yeah, like.
Me, I'm a student.
So yeah, like.
No, I just use your Prime. I can't.
Either this year or next year, we'll probably get rid of Netflix. I'll probably go through and watch all the stuff that I've just not been bothered to watch, and then be like, all right, shall we keep this?
And I'll probably be like, because I'm watching this, and I'm halfway through shows.
Yeah, but the problem is a lot of the shows that was on there are now moving to Disney because they was probably most of the good shows are either not on Netflix.
I know.
Or not on UK Netflix.
Yeah.
They're on Now TV.
Yeah.
Or they've just moved to Disney Plus because they was all made by Fox.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well, we'll have to see what entails in the year and see if we want to keep it. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And all I'm going to say is thank you guys for being here today and listening to us rant about streaming platforms.
Yeah, if you got this far, then, like, congratulations. I'm just going to give you a clap. Like, well done. Because, like, I'm just talking here, I'm just saying some words. And Chloe's just looking at me.
I am.
So, what do you want to say to everybody who made it this far?
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here, and if you've got anything you want to say, you can talk to us on Instagram. And what's our handle?
Why did you say it like that?
What did I say? What, like what?
Why did you say it like, you can talk to us on Instagram?
It's my podcast voice.
No, it's really not. It's not your podcast voice. What's wrong with you? Okay. Our Instagram is at a film reflection.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll link it below, but like it is
you
at a film reflection.
And
if you want to email us, if you don't like doing the social media games, we are mail at afilmreflection.co.uk.
We are.
And if you want to do something crazy, like join us on Twitch, as we've been talking about for this entire episode, we do actually stream ourselves.
We do, yeah.
Maybe I'll link that below. Probably not, actually. If you want to find us, we are called Chris and Chloe on there.
That is our name.
We'll be live every Friday and every Sunday. So if you want to come and ask us any questions about films or anything, and give us absolutely no time to think about it or respond,
please do.
Please do.
Not that I'd be very good at it, but please come have a chat with us. Yeah.
We'll be like, let's just turn the stream off for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. Let's think about that.
Yeah. We're going to break 300 times. It's all right.
Yeah. We'll just go. Funny thing, guys. We're just about to go to break.
Yeah. Just come live like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. 2 minutes into the stream. Ask us like.
Yeah. Ask us anything. Ask us about our favorite films, our favorite TV shows, life in general. Sure.
Either join us or don't. But
yeah,
it's always fun to get questions in the chat.
It is.
Otherwise, what we got coming up? I mean, I really want to do an episode on the Pixar theory.
I did tell you that.
I know. I'm really like, the more and more I'm looking into it, the more and more nonsense it seems.
Well, we'll probably do one on the Pixar theory. I think we have done one before.
Really? I think we need to have a sit down and get like a timeline out, and then like
we can do that.
And, like put down like throwing out what everybody else thinks is the Pixar theory, like watching the films.
I think we're gonna have to rewatch all the films if we do that. So if we're gonna have to do that, give us about 4 weeks. We'll probably have it done in 4 weeks. I'll probably get Chris to watch one every night.
Yeah,
we recently watched Monsters.
We recently
watched Soul, Monsters Inc., Brave.
I think more than any other film in Pixar to date, Soul really connects a lot of the films we've seen.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Like Soul and Brave connect so well to me, and then, but like it's nothing to do with anything in the existing Pixar theory. Like it's really strange.
We'll have to look at this off podcast.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to go through like things that people are.
Obviously,
if they're hitting the old follow button on Spotify or wherever they are listening to podcasts, go and do that now if you enjoyed the show.
The only thing that
if they're doing that, they'd probably want to know what we're doing.
Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ooh.
We do need to have a proper rummage through. I want to do one on the X-Men series.
The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. one will be interesting. Because although it's not officially canon in the universe anymore, like it's very close. So
yeah, well, I want to do it on that. I would say I want to do one on Wonder Woman, but 1986. But everyone says how garbage it is, so I guess I'll have to watch and find out.
The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing has the old joke of did no one think to go and ask S.H.I.E.L.D. when Thanos blew the Earth? Because there's about 50 different ways of time traveling in that film, in that show.
Otherwise, the other ones
literally,
I think we could do a podcast on are
time travel's easy.
The new Riverdale, when Riverdale comes out, we could do a podcast on Sabrina Teenage Witch. We could do one on The Expanse when we finish The Expanse.
I want to know. I want to sit down and at least have a chat with you about Expanse because, like, I knew you'd like the show.
Okay.
And like I
didn't.
This thing happens with us. Like I know no one's listening now at this point, so I might as well just go on.
Beep beep.
Beep beep beep. Yeah. Chloe always does this thing.
I don't always. No, I don't.
I'm like,
leave me be.
Chloe, I really think you'll like this show. Let's go into it and watch a couple of episodes.
No.
Episode 1 ends, and she's like, I don't like it.
Hey,
I'm never watching this.
I got into about 3 episodes of Expanse, and I told you nothing was happening. I didn't like it.
Yeah, so we stopped watching it after like 1 or 2 episodes, and then like 6 months passes by, and then I'm like, can we at least like give this another try? and she loves the show every single
we're
time.
we're on
every
season
single
4.
time, it turns into like one of the best
Season
shows
4.
I've ever watched.
Season 4.
We're up to season 4 and Expanse already.
Yeah. To be fair, we haven't binge watching it.
The
only other thing I can think of podcast-wise is Lucifer, when the new Lucifer season comes out.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a while.
And what else was I thinking? Ray the Dragon.
The Last Dragon is definitely going to be something we're talking about. We'll probably pay for that on release
there is
day.
something else I had on my mind that we could do it, and I forgot. I can't remember. But yeah, there's quite a few that we could do a podcast on.
There's quite a few things coming, but
it's whether or not we can do podcast.
It's not just like about like obviously we've done them before where we've had like very little
to be
to
fair,
say.
we tried to do it on Soul, and we were going to do one on Soul, and
the problem is with Soul, like I feel like I'd have to go out of Soul to like have the conversation about it, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Like to stick to just the movie like seems
bizarre.
I mean, I don't feel like I'd have that much to say.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like more things I have to say about Soul are how it like influences and impacts like other parts of the movie.
Yeah, like Pixar theory.
Other parts of the theory.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, that's why I said to you, should we do a podcast on Soul? And we said we were going to. I think we said it a few months back we were going to when we watched Mulan, and we didn't because
I'll say a lot of the things.
Didn't have much to say about it. It was I liked it overall, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I need to say on that.
Like when we first started the podcast, we tried to sit down and talk about every single film we watched.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And like, I think the more we did that, the more we realized, well, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
I don't really have that much to say about this film.
Okay, I think. Okay, we are going to wrap this up now because.
Yeah, I think anyone who knows me or has listened to this show for a while knows. If the mic isn't taken off me, I'll just stand here and talk for hours.
Yeah, well, I know that already, so stop.
All right, so
we need to wrap up.
We've technically already wrapped up. This is the after party at this point. Thank you for listening, guys. If you would like to watch us, as I say, we're on Twitch every Friday and Sunday. We're Instagram's live. You can message us or comment and tell us our opinions on things or a bag of shite or whatever your opinions are. If you don't do social media, send us an email. If you don't want to do that, or frankly can't be bothered,
that's fine.
That's fine. Just follow us wherever you're listening, and we will, pop up in your feed again at some other point in the future.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. See you later.
Thank you for sitting through.
Goodbye.
Thank you for sitting through what is possibly the worst ending I've ever done to a podcast.
Goodbye. See you later. See you probably in 2 weeks.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of A Film Reflection. Want to talk TV and film between episodes? Follow our Instagram at A Film Reflection. And if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to be alerted of future episodes.